These were the largest protests in Cuba in decades. Thousands took to the streets last month to demand food, medicines and freedom. Young people using the internet managed to organize protests nationwide. But now the government is doing everything possible to prevent them from happening again. A new decree announced this week to control social media will put people like Junior Garcia at risk.
These new laws come to reinforce the prohibitions that already exist and legalize things that were being done outside the legal framework, such as the cuts of the internet service. It is a threat to freedoms and citizens' rights.
What is known as Decree 35 bans the spread of false news or messages and content considered offensive. It also says that those who have attempted to subvert the constitutional order will be considered cyber terrorists. The government says the new decree is an attempt to protect the population and fight the spread of fake news.
In Cuba, the internet is defended as a space for debate, exchange, reflection, expression, complaints and proposals from the population. This model will demand an adequate, respectful, ethical and truthful use of these communication channels.
2 years ago, Cuba introduced the use of mobile internet. At times of economic difficulties that have been exacerbated by the pandemic and US sanctions, it's become a direct threat to the government. Videos like this are an example.
Our health system has collapsed. Our patients need help. We need help. We don't want our patients to die.
Even though Cuba has managed to produce at least 2 successful vaccines against COVID-19, on Tuesday, a group of Cuban doctors used the internet to denounce the health crisis that exists in the country. From now on, the spread of videos like this one could be considered an attack against Fidel Castro's revolution.
Once again, Cuba is seeking absolute control of a monopoly on internet access and telecommunications, and is also formalizing digital repression. It is seeking to limit the space where people can access information freely.
Cuba is in the middle of a massive economic crisis, and discontent is on the rise. While the government rushes to carry out reforms, it is also desperately trying to control dissent. Teresa, Al Jazeera.